needless because you generally get more stuff just from extracting. Oh, I didn't get the poster from the other room at the other location. I might circle around back there once I've... Is this... Turbines! Storage box. Very helpful.
Hydration level is decreasing.
But to craft that turbine, we need lithium ion. Or whatever the hell this is. Solid state battery. Wait. Inventory full? Ugh. But I can process some of the metal I have to... or some of the, like, recycled metal. Get that out of my inventory.
Printing completed.
Oh, right. I can also just straight up drop stuff. Well, alright. First things first. I got the resources, might as well. Now we can plunk this sucker down. Spare fuel in there, because why not? Alright, now for the battery. We've wasted some valuable time on that. So the items we're looking for are not here, but the turbine is. So we'll start the turbine crafting. Question is, where's our next stop? Oh, there's a flicker. Really? I'm obstructed? Fine then, I don't need those synthetics anyway.
Printing completed.
There's our target. To the next flicker. Our wind. And right side offset. That's perfect. Let's hold on to that for a second. And what do you know? We'll make a bed, because we haven't done that yet. Multitasking. Purifying water while traveling and constructing.
Printing completed.
And we drifted right where I wanted us to go. Oh. Not my best landing. Not my worst. Slap the turbine. There, we can still freely move under it. I'm hoping to find some special drinks that will restore the tiredness gauge. That's starting to become a problem. Now, sleep doesn't consume demo time, so to speak. There we go. This is what we've been looking for. This is the, basically like a Christmas wish list. So if we get 3 presents, fully decorate this tree, all that stuff, our demo time is extended indefinitely. Put that away for a minute. Get the battery. That way we can make the other turbine.
Hydration level is decreasing.
Guess we need to do more fishing. We need another lure. On it. But first...
Printing completed. Printing completed.
Yes, the presents are the one thing you can't craft. You have to find those at various locations.
Printing completed.
Which is why the time we actually have in the demo is precious, and why you'll want to use the strategies I use to maximize it.
Printing completed. Printing completed. Printing completed.
Got the trees decorated. Didn't already make one of those, did I? Nope.
Printing completed.
We need more metals. Actually, we don't. Aha! And speaking of resources... Oh, what?
Printing completed.
Gonna hold on to that for a minute because we can't really place it. Well, actually, we could. So a half an hour left. Now we just need 3 presents, but we are thoroughly equipped for that. first. You.
Printing completed.
So we didn't find enough energy drinks and so forth, so gotta give the character a chance to sleep.
Hydration level is decreasing. Risk of starvation. Critical condition.
So I think we wore out a lure.
Printing completed.
Trying to stop from starving to death, because at least in this demo, this game is not like you take damage over time for starving. You just straight up starve all at once. It's not pretty. There we go. Sun melons help supplement our food situation. Synthetic debris do I have? Yeah, we'll do a quick swing by that structure, but we're basically done here. Okay, so where was our next target? Now we can thoroughly rise above this green murk. And here's where you see how this game can be very pretty. Closing in on target. Retaking manual. And unfortunately, it's right back into the green murk. 25 minutes left. Now again, if we want to do some emergency fishing, it's helpful to keep our fishing apparatus poking over the void, although I think we might be a little too far in this time. But it doesn't matter. Sun melons for days. Now I think the only thing we need the solid-state battery for is the portable extractor. Because yes, we are not solely dependent upon that deck extractor for everything we need. Thankfully. There's a present. Glass floor window wall. Yes, I find the portable extractor blueprint's one of the more elusive ones. But right now our priority is not that, it's the presents, because if we get the presents, then the portable extractor, we have all the time in the world to find it. I didn't miss a data pad or anything, right? Right. I'll make a quick run to try and get some of that glass. All I'm interested in.
Printing completed.
Sometimes the deck extractor can be less than reliable. I'm gonna call that quits for metal. Down to 20 minutes. That leaves us 10 minutes per present. For our altitude low. Otherwise we just have to lower it again. It's about the altitude you'd be able to reach with single turbine operation, but we have two. The one. So if it's anywhere, it's going to be in the buildings. Yep, there's number 2. There we go. Now I have the extractor blueprint. Specifically the portable extractor. Not the deck extractor that we've been working with, which allows us to extract on the go, as opposed to on the fly. Solid-state battery, which I have. Take a minute, let's get the other solid-state battery, because putting the lights out in these places is how we tell where we've been. Up. Open the gate. Yoink. Huh. I haven't been in here. Oh. Lucky us. We got 2 presents in 1 location. And that will restore some of our energy. Hooray!
Immunity is decreasing. Diseases might become more severe.
So, 2, 3. And the time limit has been lifted. With like 10 or so minutes to spare. I forgot the poster early on. I'm sorry if that's irritating anybody, but I was more focused on the nuts and bolts, the practicality of, you know, getting out here and doing what needed to be done. Yes, now with a portable extractor, no need to fly around grabbing this little crap. We can just straight up grab it. Now, why am I so interested in getting glass? Well, because you've got reasonable visibility up here, but it would be helpful to have visibility elsewhere as well. I'd have actually put that there, considering what I'm planning. Because now we can start thinking about beautification. So we can get a full-on rear view. Doesn't seem the most structurally sound thing, considering the engines are attached. Or, more reasonably, like from the cockpit area, we can get a much better view. Not from here, though, unless I move our water thing. Which I sort of can't do at the moment. Yes, we still have to build a room. Well, that's literally just going to be done to get that off the checklist. Pull those out, pull the door out. We'll literally just slap a room on. There we go. And then just as quickly, yoink. And replace everything the way it was, because you don't lose resources when you do this. Catwalk back in. Where is it? Now, from the trailer, storms like these can damage your airship. I'm wondering what technology on the ship or what technology off the ship can be utilized to prevent that from happening. They also showed another arm-mounted device for fixing the engines or some such. So yes, because the lure is basically just synthetics, and this is basically just synthetics, you can be fairly self-sufficient just by harvesting the float weeds. And yes, that's just my sort of internal name for them. They have a whole technical name of their own. Synthetics cluster, metal cluster, yeah, float weeds. Well, like I said, they look like tumbleweeds, but they're not tumbling, they're floating. So, float weeds. Okay, it would appear that extracting a limited supply of water causes you to dump any extra water. That seems a little... I mean, you've got 2 tanks here, so the logic would be you interact with the tanks differentially, but I guess the device just has one interact thing. Yeah, let's pull that off so that we can then window wall this. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip these around a little bit. I want to pick it up. So we're going to put the cooking station this side so we can keep the boiler above it. Have it not be in the way of the door. Then the purifier. And you know what? Since I've never built one before, not here. Like, why not, right? Need more food.
Printing completed.
So we have a desk if I bother to pick up some of the souvenir mugs and stuff. I'd be able to put them on my desk. So yeah, basically by cheesing the opening bit so that you can get the build tool early, you can maximize the efficiency and therefore, you know, the time spent on the craft. You know what? I never did scan you.
Printing completed.
Okay. It's time we go skyward. Yeah, now you can see that I've got a much better flanking view because of the windows. I imagine when like weather effects and so forth can potentially damage your craft, that's going to be less desirable. But as it stands, like, this is sort of what you want. I actually want kind of a lower velocity here. A nice cruising speed. Yeah, that's Forever Skies, and I definitely see potential. I like it, actually. I mean, we now have unlimited time to sort of muck about here in the demo, but we have, for the most part, explored everything that the demo has to offer. Like, the airship is as fully developed as we can get it. The reason I only use 2 engines and 2 turbines is because these engines and these turbines max out at the performance they currently have, and the airship weight is nearly maxed out. The airship itself needs an upgrade, which is not available in this demo so far as I can tell. I've, in previous runs, visited numerous towers in an effort to, like, see if there's any upgrade, but no. But again, it's a demo of a game that's not even in, like, an early alpha release. Well, technically it's in an early alpha build, or some such, I don't know. That's all development complex stuff, but yes, if you... The key point of this video in particular was to show you how to maximize what you accomplish before the timer starts, so that by the time you're on the clock, provided the holiday event is still running, you can get that stuff together to have an unlimited amount of exploring time in this world, because aside from, you know, the sort of gameplay loop as it is of landing, looting, constructing, the regular maintenance of collecting water, gathering food, etc., which is your typical survival crafting fare. The visual is one of the things this game's trying to sell on, because that ruined landscape out there choked by that green dust, it has a presence. And when the full game comes out and you have the ability to sort of descend into the dust layer via surface access points, which are in, I guess, buildings which are mostly intact, my impression from the trailer at least, that'll be interesting, as well as other hazards, because right now, the only thing you really have to worry about is just ramming stuff with your airship, which, you know, hopefully you know how to not do that. You can fly like a sensible, intelligent human being. Oh, there's a souvenir mug. Now we have something to put on our desk. That could be a cup zone. Yeah, that's a cup zone. So yeah, I hope the initial bit was helpful. I hope the airship configuration is of use and to the liking of those who are intent on trying this demo. It's free. I got it on Steam. I imagine that you can find it there or maybe somewhere else. I don't know. I don't claim to be an expert on the subject, but that's Forever Skies. It's good. Good luck getting in while the holiday event is still going on. Like I said, still not certain if that's going to be just a persistent thing or not. Like, because it's nice to have the time limit lifted. Granted, again, the only thing to do now is just sort of fly around and look at the pretty scenery, but that's fun in and of itself. And having a time limit on that just stresses you out. Yes, I've been Nexon. I hope all my viewers are staying happy and healthy out there, and as always, fairly well.